Hello guys, in today's video we are going to go ahead and model a sofa in Autodesk Maya 2018. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to go ahead and create a new folder for our project and we're going to name it sofa underscore modeling. Okay, so this is going to be our project folder. So let's go ahead and open Maya. Now, well guys, let's get rid of these windows down here. So hold down your space key and left click on the right space, blank space, and get rid of time slider, range slider, command line, which we do not need for now. Go to file, project window, and new. We can call it sofa underscore 3D modeling, and location is in our desktop, the folder sofa modeling. Select and accept. Now let's go ahead and go into set project, sofa 3D modeling, and set. Now the last thing we need to do is I have an image, so this is going to be our reference image. I'll give you the link in the description box down below so you can download it and follow along. So I'm going to copy this picture and save it inside my source images folder so we can extract the information as a reference image. Now let's go ahead and let's add it in our perspective. View, image plane, import image, and this is our image. So this is too large, so let's open our attribute editor. If your attribute editor is not open, hit Ctrl A or press this button right here. So let's rename it for the sake of being organized. So let's call it ref underscore image, hit enter, and let's decrease its size, which is right here, size. Hold down Ctrl and left click for fine tuning the change, and let's offset it X. Let's make it a little smaller towards the X and Y. This is enough. Now dock it into this panel. Okay, perfect. Now what we're gonna do is, in order to not accidentally select it, we are going to lock its channels. So click the image plane first and left click and drag all of its channels and attributes, and right click and click on lock selected. Now you can see whenever you click the image plane, you're going to see a blue box inside your numeric value where you enter your numeric value. So now we cannot accidentally move it or anything. Anyways, now we are actually going to start modeling by creating a primitive. Now let's start with the base right here, and just by looking at it I can say I'm going to use a primitive cube. So guys, the first thing that I'm going to say you is the general convention while starting modeling is facing the opposite G. Okay, so this is the correct alignment, so you can follow along. So now create a polygon cube. Hold down W and move it up a little bit. So the view, R to scale, scale this way and this way. Let's go into the front view and let's see. Let's eyeball this. Pretty good. From the top, I guess this should be enough. Yeah, this is good. I don't have the exact measurement, but still it does not really matter. Okay, now when you hit 3, what you see is like a bread, squeezed bread, which is completely unacceptable. We want it to be a little sharp, but not very sharp. So be careful while putting edge loops. I call them holding edges. So go into your mesh tools and hit insert edge loop tool. So instead of going right very close to the edge, we're going to go ahead and put it quite further apart so that it's not going to be as sharp. So yeah, put it, and you're going to see the result is going to be much better. Okay, oops, right here, right here, and I think that's it. Let's hit 3. Let's see. Okay, so now it is much softer on the edges, which is actually what this looks like to me. So yeah, if you're not seeing the bottom face, we can delete it, but still it's for maybe for a game, not for a game, maybe for an animated movie, so we can keep it. Okay, anyways, now let's put it in a layer so that we will not accidentally move it or mess around with it. And first, let's rename it for the sake of being organized. So let's call it something like sofa_base. Perfect. Now hit this button, which will put this object inside this layer, and we can now double click at it and rename it. We can call do not touch. Okay, we can do that, and going to reference and save. Now we can attach it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create the cushion as well. Okay, so this is also a, this is also derived from a polygon cube. So I'm going to go ahead and create a cube right here, hit down, okay, go into object mode and bring it up. So now let's go into our top view first and hit this button so we can see wireframe unshaded. So we can see the halfway line is right here, so we can calculate its size. It's probably, now let's go into our X-ray mode. Okay, increase this, increase the X halfway there, and we can see this is quite coming out a bit. So we are also going to go ahead into our vertex mode by right clicking and holding and pulling it a bit, even though we can do it later on as well, not a big deal. So now pull this, oops, scale this by going to object mode and scaling it down quite a bit. Well, we don't have to be exactly right, because we don't have the exact proportion. We just this is just learning, so yeah, not a big deal. We can bring this down and right when it's not going through it, it's just laying on top of it, which is good. And I think we can bring it just a little inward so that it's not poking out. Not a big deal. Okay, so going to our object mode. Now let's go ahead and isolate this by hitting Shift I or clicking this button. I'm going to go ahead and hit Shift I. Okay, so, oops. When we do that, we also get rid of our image plane. So what we can do is click on this. Okay, now click on the V button. So this is going to make it invisible, anything that is inside the layer. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see how this is created. It has 3 sort of like extrusion. So I'm going to go ahead and go into our edge, insert edge loop tool, which is found inside mesh tools. Insert edge loop tool, go into your settings, use multiple edge loop, and 2 should be fine. Go ahead and hit it on this edge and in this edge, so you get something like this. And we also know that there are some sort of stitching that get inside of it. So we're not gonna make it exactly the same, but we're gonna have that sort of feeling. So what we're gonna do is click on these 4 vertices and now go into edit mesh, and under vertex we have chamfer vertices. So go ahead and click that. It is a bit larger, so control and left click, making a bit smaller. Okay, that's good for now. Now what we're going to do is add holding edges across of it. Why? Because we know there is a little bit of gap, So it is a good idea to add some edge loop around it. So yeah, let's go ahead and add an edge loop. Now this time let's use another tool so that we get familiar with some other modeling tools as well. So let's use multi-cut tool. Now hold down Control and click here and on the other side as well. Now let's use yet another tool. This is called offset edge loop tool. Now click and drag. Just getting familiar, but it's not working for this one. This is getting inside of it. So yeah, let's use multi-cut. Not a big deal. Okay, here and right here. This guy is pretty. Let's go into edge mode, Q to select, and let's pull it a little bit towards right. Perfect. Now let's connect it. Now you can see this is not a quad and these are n-gons, which are not acceptable. So let's go ahead and connect these up using multi-cut tool. I'm gonna do it pretty quick. This is being very repetitive, but still, repetition is the mother of skill. You gotta do it. I actually enjoy modeling, guys. This is so spiritual for me for some reason. I just love modeling. If you have any question regarding this video or anything regarding 3D modeling, you can comment it on the comment section down below, or even if you have any suggestion what sort of videos I should do in the future, you can go ahead and comment. I would be very happy to help you out. So recently I'm having a lot of subscribers subscribing to my channel, which is really making me want to upload more videos. Okay, anyways, not being distracted. Now let's extrude these up. Okay, so let's go into face mode, hit Q. Now hold down tab and click on the faces that we are going to extrude up with for this indentation. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit Control E to extrude, and let's offset it a bit, very slightly, so that we have this sort of a little extrusion inset right there. Now let's pull it up a little bit, and R to scale it a bit, and just a little bit. Let's see how it looks like when we hit 3. Looks good, you know. Yeah, actually it looks good, but I want this the outer part to get a little closer, not too much, but a little closer would be just fine. Okay, but before that, let's go ahead and create the cap or something like that. I don't know exact term for it, but still, let's do that. Click on these 4 kites, and let's go ahead and hit Control E and offset it a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, and hit G to repeat the last command, pull it down, and G to repeat the last command, and offset it a little bit, and G to repeat the last command and pull it up. Now let's see how it looks like. It's not too bad, but still, let's make it fat. Hit G. This is I'm going to make it a bit. Okay, looks good. Still, it looks like a pipe extruding through, which is not what we want. So let's go ahead and pull them down a bit, and let's see now. Hit G. This looks fine because this is going to be far apart, so yeah, this looks pretty fine. Okay, now let's go ahead and pinch these outer edges here so that we get sort of like tight lip in here. So hit 1, and let's go into vertex mode, and let's click that, hit R to scale it in a bit, this one as well, scale it in a bit, this guy, shift this guy, scale it in a bit, this guy, shift this guy, scale it in a bit. I'm trying to rap right now. Okay, hit 4, not selecting anything else, scale it in a bit. Wow, that rhymes, guys. Scale it in a bit. Yo, that's super cool. Okay, we're getting closer. Shift select these and scale it in a bit. I'm actually loving it. You guys can comment it down below. Scale it in, scale it. Oh, I forgot how to do it. Scale it in a little bit. Oh, we don't want to do it as much. This one. Scale it in a bit. Oh my god. Okay, looks much better. Yeah, looks much better. Now what we can do to enhance its functionality and sell the idea that this is quite real is we can go ahead and add these extrusion. The tiny detail is going to help a bit. So what we're going to do is add some edge loops here, 4 edge loops to be exact. So 2 here, and I'm holding control and clicking, so 2 there. So now we can go ahead into our face mode and click this and double click the adjacent face. Same right here. Let's go closely, hit Control E, and now thickness, pull them back a bit, not too much, and offset it a little bit. Let's see how it goes. I don't think so. Now let's go ahead and hit G and bring them out. Now we are extruding twice. Let's see how it looks like. Just a tiny detail is going to sell a lot. This looks good, guys. From far it's going to look like stitch. So yeah, so we are done with our pillow right here. So I don't think it's called pillow, the seat. Yeah, that's what it's called. So let's go ahead and bring out the other, our do not touch layer, and go ahead and this is our correct axis orientation. Let's go ahead and rename the pillow, seat underscore. This is going to be our right, but the left for the seat. So seat left. We can go ahead and add sofa in the beginning, sofa seat left. Okay, good. Now let's go ahead and clear center pivot, clear the history, and freeze transformation. Same with this one as well. We should be very organized. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, this is not actually the detail that we are going to see while we render, because this is just a smooth mesh preview. We are going to go into modify and convert it to actual geometry, actual polygon. So we can go ahead and click smooth mesh preview to polygons. Now this is actual geometry. We can do the same with this guy as well. So go into our, now let's create the history, center pivot, clear the history and freeze transformation, modify, convert, and smooth mesh preview to polygon. It's taking a bit of time. Oh, sorry, we haven't hit number 3. Now it is smooth mesh preview, modify, convert, smooth mesh preview to polygon. Okay, now hit Control D to duplicate, W to move, and let's go into our front view. Let's get this as professional as possible, guys. Looks good. I don't want to have much of a gap. Little is fine. So yeah, that looks good. That's gonna rename sofa seat right, and Yeah, there we go. Now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and let's create a second part. We're going to make, because this video has already been so long, I'm going to pause and I'm going to be making the second part of this tutorial series, and we're going to complete it in the next video. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked it, please don't forget to leave the like button down below and subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be uploading awesome videos for Maya and other 3D packages, so you'll learn a lot and you'll not miss out on new concepts, tools. So we are going to learn a lot, have a lot of fun, so please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching the video.